Samsung's trying to get another bite out of Apple, and with the Tab S2, it's probably the closest it's got to beating the iPad yet. Hello everyone, I'm Ibrahim Sheikh from Honest Phone Reviews, and this is my video review of the Samsung Galaxy Tab S2. The build quality on the Tab S2 is an area where we feel it really excelled. It's light, it's thin, and it's actually usable in one hand, making it beat the iPad in this sector. Sure, it's not made of metal, so you don't get the premium feel, but the plastic is grippier than metal, lighter than metal, and just makes sense on a tablet. The side bezels are slightly thicker than average, and the top and bottom bezels are a good size, as you're going to be resting your thumbs there, but overall it's a very good build. On the front of the device, we have quite typical Samsung. We have a Samsung logo, we have the front-facing camera to the right of it, and we also have the home button, which houses a fingerprint sensor, which I must say is very good. The home button is flanked by capacitive keys, which are a little more inward than I would have liked, making them quite difficult to press in a dark room, but they do light up, so that's fine. The speakers are located on the underside of the device, and they're two stereo speakers. They sound crisp, they sound clear, and they sound very good. We also have the headphone jack at the bottom, and the micro USB port, which is off-centered, but I don't really mind. On the right-hand side of the device, we have the power button, and we have the volume rocker. They're a little higher up than I would have liked. However, they provide really good tactile feedback and are very clicky, meaning I forgive the slightly awkward placement. The top is empty, and so is the left side. On the back of the device, we have the camera with barely any protrude, the Samsung logo. We also have these strange springy buttons. I'm not actually sure what they do, but I think they're there to apply a case or something. Overall, I think Samsung did a good job with this build. It's light, it's easy to hold, and it's what you'd want from a tablet. The screen is another area where the Tab S2 doesn't disappoint. It's a Quad HD Super AMOLED panel, and as to be expected from Samsung, the Super AMOLED means colours that jump out at you are very bright, if a little oversaturated. I however don't see why people complain about saturation in the screen, as it just makes it look more pleasing to the eye. If you want realism, go outside and look at a tree. Anyway, moving on from that little rant, the screen can get very dim and very, very bright, making it readable in dark rooms and in bright sunny days. And it also has a very good aspect ratio for a tablet of 4:3. This means it's very well suited for web browsing, for reading an article, or for reading a book. You can also read a book much more easier on this tablet by using dedicated reading mode. This makes the tablet easier on the eyes, and just makes reading much easier. I've consumed a whole book on this, and I must say, it was quite a nice experience. Not matching a Kindle, but getting pretty close. However, the 4:3 aspect ratio has its shortcomings. When watching 16:9 video, it really doesn't look too good, and most games look a bit stretched out on the screen. So clearly we can tell this tablet's for people who want to read and want to web browse, and that's what the 4:3 aspect ratio is for. On the software side of things, this tablet is running Android Lollipop with TouchWiz on top. As to be expected with Samsung and TouchWiz, you have a very heavily skinned version of Android. However, it isn't all that bad. Some of the features that Samsung adds are genuinely useful, like putting your palm on the screen to silence an alarm, or swiping it across to take a screenshot. These can all come in handy on occurrences. The tablet also has pretty decent RAM management and seems to open and close apps very quickly, with smooth animations. Overall, I think Samsung did a good job with TouchWiz this year, and I really hope that next year they can improve it even more. Inside this tablet, we have an octa-core CPU, clocked at 1.9 GHz, coupled with 3 GB of RAM, and this seems to fly the Android Lollipop with TouchWiz on top smoothly. Apps open quickly, they're very smooth to open, and the animations are very nice. Multitasking is okay. The battery on this tablet is a 5,870 mAh battery, which to be honest for a tablet isn't too big. The battery life on this kind of suffers because of it, and it's probably just one of the sacrifices of that thin bond. I could get about 6 hours of screen on time, but this tablet became quite a burden to me. Like, it felt like another thing I had to charge every night. With phones of 5.5 inches, not too much smaller than this, do we really need a tablet? Or is it just going to become another thing to charge every night? Because for me personally, it doesn't make much of a difference whether I'm on a tablet or a phone. I'm pretty sure for some people it does, but for me it doesn't. It's kind of strange. Tablet just feels like another thing to charge every night, another burden, which is probably why the sales are falling. Because as phones are getting bigger, they're becoming more and more obsolete. And maybe it's for a good thing. Maybe it's good that we don't have an extra thing to charge every night. Maybe it's good that we have everything on one place. I don't know, that's just me. For some reason I went on a rant when talking about the battery, but I don't know. Anyway, moving on. The camera on this tablet, while being a camera on the tablet, is okay. It's obviously not going to be that good, is it? Not only will you look super dumb while taking pictures on it, you're not going to get very good results. Sure, it can put out the occasional good picture that looks sharp and crisp and detailed. However, most of the time the pictures are just, okay. And the camera app is actually a pleasure to use. One of the first that Samsung made that actually looks okay to use. However, it's still a tablet. You're still going to look dumb while taking pictures on it. And it is still Samsung's interface, meaning it does have a bit too many features. It can record in up to Quad HD, the native resolution of the tablet, and video looks okay at best again. Anyway, I'll just show you some samples so you can judge for yourself, but to be honest, I don't really like it. To conclude, the Tab S2 is definitely the closest Samsung has got to beating the iPad, but it's still a tablet, and that leads me to the final question: do we really need a tablet? With phones coming on at 6 inches, do we really need that much of a bigger screen and lose the portability? I feel that a tablet's sort of stuck in the middle area, in between the versatility of a laptop and the portability of a phone. I don't know, that's just me. Tell me what you think in the comments about it. Thanks a lot for watching, bye! I know I've already said thank you, but thank you so much for watching this. I tried a new style today and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and tell me in the comments how to improve. Thanks a lot, bye!